Is the Vancouver Canucks on the verge of landing a game-changing defenseman? Rumors are swirling as the team intensifies its pursuit of a top-four defenseman, with one standout player reportedly at the center of trade talks. This could be the move that redefines the Canucks' blue line for years to come. Stay tuned as we dive into the latest speculation and analysis. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like to stay updated on all things Vancouver Canucks. Hey Canucks fans, today we're diving deep into the latest buzz around our Vancouver Canucks and the ongoing discussions about potential trades. The name that's making waves is Mike Matheson from the Montreal Canadiens, and trust me, this could be a game changer for us. Now let's break this down. The Canucks have been on the hunt for a top-four defenseman, and according to Frank Saravalli's recent trade target list, Matheson is right there on the radar. Given the state of our blue line and the development of our young defenders, adding a player like Matheson could provide the support we desperately need. But here's the kicker. The Canadiens might be hesitant to let him go. They recognize his value, especially after his breakout season where he racked up an impressive 62 points. I mean, he was the 9th highest scoring defenseman last year. Matheson's skill set is exactly what the Canucks need. He moves the puck well, plays comfortably on the right side, and surprisingly, he's actually better defensively than he gets credit for. This could be a perfect fit alongside Quinn Hughes to bolster our defensive lineup while also contributing to the offense. But as Saravalli pointed out, the Canadiens have plenty of draft picks already, so they're likely looking for more immediate help than just a bunch of future assets. Now, what could the Canucks offer in return? Well, Nils Hoglander has been struggling this season, only managing 5 points in 18 games. With other promising players like Atu Rady and Jonathan Lekramaki knocking on the door from Abbotsford, it might be time to consider moving Hoglander. I mean, he hasn't quite found his rhythm this year, and if the Canucks are serious about making a deal, he could be a piece that Montreal would consider. This upcoming trade deadline on March 7th is creeping up on us, and I can't help but feel a mix of excitement and anxiety about what Patrick Allvin might do. Will he pull the trigger on a deal for Matheson, or will he hold out for something better down the line? It's a tough call, and I'm honestly divided on whether this is the best route for the team. You have to think about the long-term vision for the Canucks. Adding a player like Matheson could significantly improve our chances of being competitive right now. But at the same time, do we want to sacrifice young talent or future picks for a player, even one as talented as Matheson? It's a delicate balance, and I'm sure many of you are feeling the same way. So, Canucks Nation, I want to hear from you. What do you think about the possibility of trading for Matheson? Is he the right fit for our team? Or should we hold off and see if we can find a better solution elsewhere? Your opinions matter, and I genuinely want to hear your thoughts on this situation. Are you feeling optimistic about our chances if we make this move? Or do you think we need to focus on developing our homegrown talent? Hey, Canucks fans, I'm here today with some tough news coming out of Vancouver. JT Miller, our star center and a pivotal player for the Canucks, has taken an indefinite leave of absence for personal reasons. This announcement came just hours before our morning skate, and honestly, it's a lot to digest. General Manager Patrick Allvin emphasized the organization's full support for Miller, but didn't go into any specifics. And you know what? That's totally understandable. Personal matters are just that, personal. But it leaves us all wondering what's going on behind the scenes. Miller has been a cornerstone of this team since signing that 7-year, $56 million contract before the 2019-20 season. He played a vital role in helping us return to the postseason after a 4-year drought, and this season has been no different. Despite battling through injuries, he's been producing at nearly a point-per-game pace with 16 points in 17 games. That's impressive, considering he dealt with a preseason injury and another upper body issue right out of the gate. But then came that benching during the third period of our recent loss to the Nashville Predators. It was a tough situation, and I can't help but think that it must have weighed heavily on him leading up to this decision. Now, let's talk about the implications of this leave. The Canucks have had a somewhat mediocre start to the season, currently sitting at 9-6-3, which is only good for the fifth best record in the Pacific Division. Without Miller, we're losing not just his offensive skills, but also his leadership on the ice. It raises the question, who steps up in his absence? This is a critical moment for the team. Players like Elias Pettersson and Quinn Hughes need to take on even more responsibility. This is their chance to shine, but can they rise to the occasion? And what about our playoff aspirations? I know we're all dreaming of a deep run, but losing a player of Miller's caliber certainly complicates things. The NHL is relentless, and every game counts. If we want to stay competitive in the Pacific Division, we need to quickly find our footing. It's going to be a test of our depth and resilience as we move forward. You might be wondering, was this the right decision for Miller? Personally, I'm torn. On one hand, I completely respect his need to prioritize his personal life. Mental health matters, and I appreciate the organization's support for him. On the other hand, I can't ignore the timing and its impact on the team. It's a difficult balance, and I want to hear what you think about it. Do you believe this was the best course of action? I, for one, am feeling a mix of concern and compassion. The players need to rally together, and we as fans need to remain supportive. This is a moment where we can show our community spirit, rally behind our guys, and hope that Miller takes the time he needs to get back to a good place. And let's not forget, the NHL/NHLPA Player Assistance Program is there for a reason. It's crucial that players have access to the support they need during tough times. So, Canucks Nation, I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on Miller's leave? How do you think this will affect the team moving forward? Do you have confidence in our roster to step up in his absence? I want to know what you think. Share your expectations, your frustrations, and your hopes in the comments below. And before you go, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with your fellow Canucks fans, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any crucial updates. Don't forget to activate the bell so you're notified the moment we drop new content. We've got a lot to talk about as the season unfolds, and I want you all along for the ride. Thanks for tuning in, and let's keep our fingers crossed for JT Miller's well-being and a strong team effort in the coming games.